live from Detroit Comic Con.
The Motorcity Comic Con.
City Comic Con, dude.
I know, but we're also not live from it either. So
We're close.
joke's on you, friend.
Close enough.
Today's show is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts,
Yes.
Eat Ford first.
where we can eat the holes.
Yes, we can. Holes for days.
Love me some hoes.
I love them holes. Do you like holes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them.
I like the sticky holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they're kind of juicy. Like sometimes they have
Like
juice.
fresh. They're really fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite holes.
Donut holes.
Donut holes.
Donut holes.
All right.
I'll go to town on it.
Yeah, you will. Sometimes I'll eat two holes at the same time.
It takes a skilled man.
Good for you.
If
That
anyone
doesn't-
new is tuning in after Comic-Con, they're immediately tuning out.
Welcome to all our new listeners from Comic-Con.
And we apologize in advance.
Welcome to Keeping Up with the Cardassians. This is Nick.
This is Rob.
And this is Joe.
And this is kind of a sort of a very special episode because we're going to tell you about our experience at Motorcity Comic Con. We got some other news to share too, but
Sure.
it's mainly Comic Con. And then the second half of the episode, we're diving into the two-part Battlestar Galactica episode, Exodus Part 1 and 2, which concludes our new Caprica storylines. So I'm excited to review those. I thought those, there's some good stuff to talk about in those episodes. So
Word.
I'm excited to get to those. But first, let's talk about them Jawas and Rob at Comic-Con. Sorry, a picture of Rob with Jawas popped up.
I'll put it on the YouTube.
Oh, is it not going to air in the background? This won't air?
Yeah, well, you'll see it in the background, but I'll put it a little clearer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nick, new to YouTube.
I know.
New to our YouTube
Just
channel.
no idea
I've
what's
watched
going
the
on.
YouTube channel.
No, our YouTube channel.
Yeah, our YouTube.
Oh, I thought just YouTube in general. Yeah, I've watched YouTube in general. Yeah, absolutely. Man, I look like my father in that picture.
Yeah, do you?
I'm getting old.
Getting.
All right.
Well,
Anyways,
we're all getting old because we were there open to close yesterday.
Yeah, we were.
We met there, the three of us, and then various kids of ours, not just random kids. We didn't.
I actually just picked up random kids and brought them.
Oh, okay.
Can I state how proud of you I am? I had the over-under time. We picked 12:05 for your arrival time.
I was
And-
under 12:05.
No, you were over. You were
What?
over. You were over. But originally it was 12:15, and I said I'll take. I think
We both said the under.
we took the under on 12:15.
Oh, I love you guys
And then
for
we're
taking
like,
the under on
no,
12:15.
let's do 12:05 as the over/under, and you took the under.
Yes.
12:05.
My man.
I took the over, and it was 2
Asshole.
minutes. You 12:07 is when you parked.
Yeah, but who walked into Comic-Con first?
You did.
That's true.
Absolutely.
We got screwed.
Yeah, you actually win.
There was no line. I walked right up.
That's- Last year, that's how we got in, and his freaking daughter was yelling at me saying, "No, we didn't. We went in the other way." And
Well, because I obviously arrived a few minutes after you guys,
Yeah,
and
I
I think
they
Rob
opened
sent the
it.
text. You got to go to the west side to get your wristband.
Yeah.
So we did, and there was no line. They're just you go in, you get your wristband here, and you go right in there.
Yep.
And it was
We
dead.
We went there, got our wristbands. They said you have to go down there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they
all
and,
right.
and I think we were one of the last ones to throw down that way because not many people were behind us in line.
Right.
There was like 5 people in line after us.
So yeah, 12 to 7. I think we were there
Yep.
for the most part, and I was tired. I was tired. I was so tired after that.
My feet
I
hurt
could
so
not.
bad.
I mean, I could not walk. I was trying to relax on the couch and watch the episodes for today,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I'm in so much pain. My legs are. I
You need a hot tub for watching the
needed
episodes.
it. Oh my god, it was
Needed to soak those bad
It was-
boys.
because I have plantar fasciitis in my left foot, and
Oh,
so the thing is, extensive walking bad,
Oh yeah.
extensive standing bad. Comic-Con is all a combination of walking or standing,
Right.
and it's just it was the worst.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. But I was in a lot of pain. I felt really old.
I can get that. Yeah, I was hurting too. I was hurting bad. And I had to go and do work after that. So I had to go to my church and help set up for there's a gaming convention happening in my church fellowship hall today.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What kind of gaming?
BattleTech, Robotech. It's
Not Robotech. Battlecross.
I don't know. They call themselves Motor City Mayhem.
I've heard of that.
Hmm.
Interesting.
So, anyways, yeah, they're part of it. Motor City Mayhem is the gaming convention, but they're part of that group. Like they're people.
Like, is this tabletop gaming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tabletop gaming.
And so it's a whole convention?
It's not a convention today. It's just a tournament that they're doing at the
okay.
church and in our fellowship hall.
Oh.
And it was actually my old previous neighbor who called me and is like, "Look, we're trying to rent a hall, and they're like $300 to $400, and we want to have prizes for people, but like we can't afford to have prizes because it costs $300."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Yeah, you want to use my church?" And
See, now I don't want to plug Patreon immediately, but we just discussed this sort of over on Patreon.
we did.
And I think things like this are a great way to reach out.
Show them a different side of the church.
It doesn't really cost the church anything.
Yep, exactly.
It's hospitality. It's
absolutely. And
it costs you what, like dollars and cents in your
electricity.
light, in electricity.
Yeah, it's nothing. And the guy is super kind. He's like, we'll make sure we mop the floor before we leave. And I'm like, look, dude, unless you guys have a big spill, don't worry about mopping. We have a cleaning crew comes in, right? But and they're like, we'll put it back exactly how we found it, which I totally believe that they will. I mean, use the space. I mean, why else? Like, I hate when churches build these big spaces and never use them. Use them.
Yeah.
Give them to your community. So
This is awesome. I like this.
so they're using it. I'm trying to remember. Something Tech was the tabletop game. BattleTech. I don't know. Yeah, BattleTech. That's the name of it.
Okay.
BattleTech, the board game of armored combat.
Sweet.
Yeah, bro, make it happen, Captain.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So Comic-Con. More Comic-Con stuff?
I think we should give our patrons a shout out since we haven't done that in a while.
It's true, we haven't. Yeah, Patreons. First of all, one of the reasons why we were able to do Comic-Con is from your support. That really helped us financially. So, Charles, Samara, Mike, Tamsin, Martin, Annette, Hillary, y'all rock. Look at that. Y'all
Nailed
rock.
it. You nailed every single name.
Off the top of my head, man. Had them memorized.
Yeah, we just want to say thank you guys because you helped us get there. And,
Thank
and
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome. We were thinking that for a while.
So we are very thankful for your support and
we are slowly working on something new for you guys. So I'm going to emphasize the word slowly.
yeah.
And new.
And new.
I didn't realize how much our last project knocked us out. The Toy Time video.
Yeah.
I mean, we were like so invested into that. We made that video, and then all of a sudden we're like, okay, we're creatively shot for a while. We're like a band who has to break up after a big tour.
I don't think we were necessarily creatively shot. I think we did the top pod and then the video pretty close to one another. I think we shot the video in like
a couple months.
November.
It was like 3 months apart.
Yeah, and I think, and the next project does take a little bit more legwork.
Oh yes,
So-
yes it is.
So there's that.
Yes, it's gonna take a little bit.
We are the masters of the ratchet economy.
Yeah.
So we'll do a little top pod video. Then we'll do a music video that takes a few multi shots, and then we're gonna ratchet it up, and then eventually we'll do a full feature length film.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
We'll get paid actors to play us.
No, not at all.
Oh yes, I'm gonna get Danny DeVito for me. That's my character.
I'm gonna get Paul Rudd.
Oh, God.
Screw you.
I'm going to get Kevin Hart to play me.
The shortest black guy you can find.
Yep.
I like it.
Actually, better yet, I'm gonna get what is her name? The big time actress that Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep.
Nice.
Yes.
I see the resemblance.
Yeah,
I see
totally
it.
do.
She can play anyone, man. She can be me.
I mean, she can play you in a extremely low budget feature film about this podcast.
Exactly.
And she has legendary range.
Just find a cult to join, and she's got it down.
She's got it.
So, anyways, Comic-Con.
Yeah, Comic-Con.
So we're here to tell you about our Comic-Con experience, and we were there 7 hours. And one of the main reasons we were there is we were gonna get a picture taken with friend of the show, Joe Nathan Frakes. and Brett Spiner. And we did do that. And we thought in the picture time there would be like a minute to say hi and talk with him. No, man. They rush you in and they rush you out.
Yeah, for those duo photos, they
Quick.
in and out.
Yeah.
Which makes sense in hindsight.
Oh, for sure. I guess we just didn't think about it.
The photo ops are basically it is a
Machine.
yeah. You go in, it's 15 seconds,
Yeah, if that. Which is
That's
a very long time.
We call that the Nick specialty.
Yes. It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a very long time.
It was weird when after our picture, Nick was like, "I loved all the time we got to spend with him.
That was wonderful.
That felt like forever.
I'm satisfied."
I'm going to go take a nap now, guys.
Hey, I was satisfied. Are you guys? No.
We're like, "What?"
So anyways, we took our picture with them, and it was really quick, which was kind of a bummer. Like, and we waited in line a while for
Yeah, we
that,
did.
too.
Like an hour.
I don't think that was an hour, was it?
It was an hour.
For the picture?
What
Yeah.
time?
Ask Joe's feet.
Yeah. Okay, I guess so. And then, so we were kind of bummed out about that, but, whatever. It was okay, And so we kept roaming Comic-Con. And then Rob had the idea. He's like, look, I'm just going to scope out the signing table because he's going to go back to that, the signing and selfie table. And we ended up getting in line for that. That was an hour for sure.
Yeah.
And
At least we moved.
yeah.
Yeah, we stood for the photo op.
We did. And then we finally got our picture we finally got to talk with him for a couple minutes, and that was nice. It was really nice.
He's a cool dude, man.
He is such a cool dude. Eli's like, my son is like, he said the F word in front of us, and he said the S word. I'm like, yeah, he's an adult, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about baseball.
But it was nice because we were like, hey, you were on our show. Keep up with that. And he said, he finished the sentence with Cardassians.
Oh,
Yeah.
did
That
he
was-
say that? I
yeah,
didn't
he
catch
did.
that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
And so when he was on our show, we talked about baseball a lot and,
Yeah.
and how we're Tigers fans and all that good stuff. And we actually ended up giving him a Tigers hat because we needed to correct his crappy teams.
Yeah. And he did say he's a Dodger fan now, but he said he grew up in Philly.
Yep.
So he was a Phillies fan, which that was a good era for the Phillies. That was Pete Rose era that he grew up in.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Holy crap, that was a good era of baseball for the Phillies. Then he became a Yankee fan.
Yuck.
Did he say another team in there?
Red Sox.
Reds. Oh yeah, but he said that you have to
Sign a waiver.
yeah, exactly. And then a Dodger fan.
What was the coolest cosplay you guys saw?
I think it was the Bajorans.
I
we
think
saw.
it's the Bajorans.
I
we saw
posted this on our
for
Twitter
sure.
that it was easily. I think it was voted our favorite.
It was really cool.
And it was surprising.
It was surprising. It was kind of unassuming.
The only reason I noticed it is because the earring the guy was wearing. So I was walking by and I'm looking at him going, oh, that's an interesting little outfit. And then I saw the earring. I'm like, and then I saw the nose ridges. And I'm like, holy
Yeah.
crap, Bajorans.
We should go as Bajorans next year.
I'll do it.
I would go as a Bajoran.
Attention, Bajoran workers.
Yes. Oh, we should be Mirror Universe Bajoran
We
workers.
should all go as Cardassians.
Yeah.
Oh, does anyone want to be Attendant Kira?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Queen Slay.
Are we going to do that for Las Vegas?
Yeah, I really do want to do the Vegas Comic
Let's
Con.
investigate it.
It's pretty cheap to stay in Vegas. The problem is everything else in Vegas is very
Yeah, but
expensive.
you're not obligated to do anything.
No,
when
you
you're
don't have
there.
to do anything. We can just
I don't
go
gamble,
there.
so I'm good.
I mean, you can get to Vegas cheap, stay at your hotel, hit the pool.
I'm sure
and-
we could bug my sister because she just got a 4-bedroom house. So I'm sure
We
we
should
could
do
bug
that.
because she lives in Vegas.
Does she? Haven't
Yeah.
heard that before.
Frick. I'm sure she would let us stay at her house, actually. So, I mean, we could have free room. Free
Does she have a
room.
pool?
I don't know if her new house has a pool.
We should find out if it has
A
a
new
pool.
house in Vegas with 4 bedrooms. Sounds like a pool.
It might.
That'd
So.
work out really well.
Most houses in Vegas have pools, so
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it
it's
would.
a little hot there.
Because it's 1,000 degrees
Yeah.
all the time.
And you can't have backyards because you can't grow grass, so might as well have a pool.
Might be.
Which is kind of silly because it's like you can't have grass because it costs, the amount of water, and then you get a giant pool that's
Exactly.
thousands of gallons.
Well, let's talk about this, fellas.
Yeah, but not on air.
No, not in air.
So the Bajoran workers were really cool. I'm sure you'll post a picture on YouTube of that, right?
Absolutely.
I like the guy in
It's
the
up right
armor,
now.
the guy in the blue armor suit,
Like the mecha suit.
Yeah, that was standing up tall. That was
Yeah.
power armor, I think, from Fallout.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was. He was cool. What were some of the,
There was a group that Rob got his picture with.
The Batman
yeah,
one?
Batman, Bane,
Catwoman.
Batgirl, and I think Catwoman.
Yeah.
Catwoman. That was a really good one. I like that one.
Oh,
a
for
lot.
sure.
The dude that had the Batman costume,
He had the chin.
He had the chin
Yeah,
and
he
jaw for Batman.
I wanted to touch his chin.
You should have asked him.
So let me rub it.
Can I rub your chin, sir?
Can I rub it?
Oh, and Kit. If you're
Yes.
unfamiliar with the 1980s show Knight Rider, shame on you. But Joe and I got a picture with Kit.
Yes,
That's pretty cool too.
that was the first picture.
And we talked about they had the DeLorean there, the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean, and we talked about that, but we just didn't end up doing it.
No.
I think part of the reason why I didn't really, if it's not like from the actual movie prop, I don't really care. Like if it's just a recreation, I'm like, eh.
yeah,
And that's part of my thing, which I understand why it wouldn't be the real thing at Motorcity Comic Con. Like that's reserved for the big,
Like
big
Chicago or New York
Yeah, exactly. But
or
otherwise,
San Diego.
I don't care. It's just a recreation. I don't need it.
But it looked good, dude.
It looked good. It was
It did.
cool.
and I think you could get your picture with Christopher Lloyd
You could.
with in the
With the DeLorean?
yeah,
Yeah.
next to the DeLorean,
It was like $200 or $300 or something like that.
which is I think
That
it's
would be
that's
worth it.
Why they had the prop, but they were also doing like non-Lloyd pictures. I
Okay.
think it was $20,
Yeah,
25 or 30.
20 for 3 pictures.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then what was another thing? So they had the Ghostbusters there, but they have that Ghostbusters like hearse car, and I don't.
It's the Ghostbusters, like the Metro Detroit Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So they actually are in
A
this
thing.
area. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
in this area. Like when I used to own work for the company that had the train station downtown,
Yeah.
they would park in front of it and always take pictures in front of it.
Oh, that's perfect for them
Yeah.
though. But why would I want a picture in front of that? That's not an actual
Maybe.
prop from the movie.
If you're a big Ghostbusters fan, though,
Yeah.
I guess so.
well, it's like you're walking around and how many people in Starfleet uniforms want to take pictures with other people in Starfleet.
That's
Yeah.
a good. But I think that's. Oh, I was gonna say. I was gonna argue. Well, because you share a fandom together and you're excited together. That's the same idea.
That's the
with
same argument
Ghostbusters.
with those, yeah.
So would you say Star Trek cosplay or Star Trek garb or uniforms or clothing was probably the most prevalent
I think
of any of the
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Star Wars one wins out. I think Star Trek would be a close second. Not
Yeah.
close.
Not close.
Second. It was
would be second. But
and
Star Wars was huge there.
Oh, it was. I noticed it everywhere.
Okay.
And then-
I didn't notice
Then anime was
other
third.
than there was in the back there was that wall of Star Wars that had some of the really
Oh,
nice
yes.
cosplays and displays and sort of like backdrops.
Mhm.
And then there was a guy walking around with R2D2.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think you. I don't. Yeah, I still think Star Wars was more.
probably.
Yeah.
But it was nice. I mean, it was a lot more full than I thought it would be for Friday,
Mhm.
which I loved it. I had a blast. And Joe, did you say this was your first time in 23 years?
Yeah. Last time I went, I think was the year 2000. And
Yeah,
I met-
2000.
It was Star Wars heavy then.
Yeah,
I met
Phantom
Boba
Menace.
Fett. I think I met R2D2.
Kenny
Kenny
Baker.
Baker.
Tiamu
I think
Morrison,
the guy who played Chewbacca.
Peter Mayhew.
And maybe one other guy, but I believe the year 2000 was the year Jerry Ryan was there. But I wasn't
You were in a
I
Star
wasn't
Trek.
into Star Trek. But I think she was the big draw.
Oh, yeah. But back then, the Voyager had just ended, I think. No, it was still running at that
Yeah,
time.
it was. It was still running.
Because it started in, 97?
So yeah, it was the first time in over 2 decades I had been to Motor City Comic Con.
How would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 this year?
I had a blast. I really did.
I did too. Time flew.
Time did fly.
It did, except for that last hour or so.
Yeah, stuck in line. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was rough.
That slowed the pace down quite a bit, but it flew. I had a
It
good
really
time.
did.
I don't know how to rate it, to be honest with you.
I rated a 10.
Yeah, I would give it a 10.
My time.
Actually, I'll give it a 9 because then I ran out of time to shop. Because
True.
we made the initial goal for us, not Joe, was we're going to make our rounds to look to see what we want to buy. Joe's just like, take it, I'll take it, I'll take it.
Yeah, I know.
I
know how
should
to
have
do
done
this.
that. I should have followed your lead,
I got
actually.
my little, I
Never.
got my little bag, and I got a decent little bag I could carry. I
mean-
mean, I didn't buy too much. I bought a couple art prints.
I mean, theoretically,
And that was
maybe I'll
it,
go back
really.
Sunday.
12-year-olds are free on Sunday.
Oh, they are.
Yes, they are. It sounds like my daughter wants to go, so I'm going to take the boy too.
Okay.
So if you're hearing this, you guys already went
Man,
twice.
you should go because you missed our panel on Friday. So
Oh gosh, that was the breaking news.
don't you have that on there?
No, I don't have the breaking news.
Okay, guys.
That's why
I thought
just
we-
made it up.
I need you guys to comment somewhere that
I
Joe
thought we
needs to
did
replace
this.
Nick next to the
I do-
soundboard because Nick is terrible at the soundboard.
Nailed it.
That's still the best.
I
That
don't
out.
like without purpose. There. Breaking news. We had a panel at Comic Con, folks. We should have led with that.
I know.
No.
Buried
We should have
the-
led
buried the
with
lead.
that.
Yeah, we gotta wait for like the 3 people left listening.
We had a panel at Comic Con. We were in Legacy Room 4.
4.
Yeah.
It wasn't well attended. I'm going to be honest with you.
There were 2 people there.
There, yeah, 2.
Technically 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
Oh,
Because
the two employees.
security workers.
Security, yep.
We didn't actually have a panel at Comic Con. So I posted the picture on my Facebook, and I'm like, we made it. We have a panel at Comic Con, and so many people were posting, like, wow, this is incredible. Good for you. Only one person did the haha emoji, so one person got the joke that we didn't actually have a panel.
And I put it on Instagram and no one cared.
That's okay. That's okay. I put it on the TikTok, and we've gotten some likes on that.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
So we were walking past one of the rooms, and it was empty. And someone's like, it'd be funny if we had a panel there. And Joe's like, well, let's do it. Let's go up there and ask. And me, being the coward I am, I'm like, no, we can't do that. So I kept walking. And then, Rob, you're like, well, what's the harm in asking? So you just went and asked. And you're like, sure, go ahead. So we go in there.
I wouldn't have took no for an answer, to be honest with you.
So we go in there to sit down. And the one security guard who didn't know what was going on, he's like, you can't sit up there. The other guy's like, no, I let him, I swear. But we had the kids take the picture. Eli took some pictures. He took like 40.
Did he?
Oh my gosh, there's so many on my
That's
phone.
fantastic.
There's so
It was
many.
cool. It was fun.
It was fun.
It would be fun to do that.
It would be.
Someday, maybe, gentlemen. Someday.
Yeah.
Motor City Comic
Yeah,
Con
sure.
2024.
Although, if we go to Vegas, maybe we can get several podcasts together to do it. Like Trekcast is going there. Maybe we could find a way to partner up with
Do a panel with other podcasts.
Yeah, maybe we could get
Yeah,
enough.
because then we'd be the guy sitting up there in the corner. He'd be like, question for Trekcast. Question for this Trek. Question for this Trek. And we're like, we're here too, guys.
No, you just insert yourself into it. You're like, all right, yeah. So I was walking around.
Trek
You'll be like, I got this one. I got this one. I'll field this one.
Trekcast. Let me ask you a question. No, I got this.
Yeah. Shut your cake hole.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
Or
taking
we
over.
could just ask them questions.
Yeah.
Like, this is Joe from Keeping Up with the Cardassians, literally on the panel up here. So Trekcast.
So at the end of the Comic Con, we all split off and kind of did our own things. Like even my kid and I, we all just kind of just dispersed. So I was walking around, and my goal was just to kind of walk around and hand out some swag to like kids at that point. Just say, hey, here's a mini frisbee for your kid.
Yeah.
We had our little swag bags.
Yep. And I walked up to somebody. I'm like, hey, that's a great hood. He goes, it was a D Space Nine / TNG movie style hoodie.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, great. You want some latinum? I go, bar strips or slips. She goes, slips. I go, yeah. So
You got some land. No.
yeah, they 3D printed some, and she's a rep kind of from the 7th Rule. So I was like,
Oh.
no way, cool.
That's a Sirach Lofton's
I believe
podcast.
so. Yeah, so she works with them. So I said, keep her the Cardassians, and I handed her one of our frisbees.
Yeah.
Did you get a name?
I forgot the name. I got a name, but I immediately forgot it.
Damn it. Because I've reached out to them several times.
Have you?
Yes. Both Sirach Lofton and I forget the co-host, but I've reached out to them on multiple.
I think Denise Crosby's on that show now.
On the
I'm gonna
seventh rule.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out again and I'm gonna mention running into them at Comic Con.
Yeah, I don't know if they have like local reps or whatever it is, but it was pretty cool.
I think they're
Nick,
having.
are you watching porn during the show
I
again?
pulled up the 7th Rule podcast, and they have on the 22nd, they have the Cisco Day. Monday, May 22nd. So are they having him on the show?
Today is Cisco Day.
Yeah.
There's-
On the 7th Rule podcast.
There's no way.
I don't know, man.
Is
Don't
it better?
forget the
Is it more well received than Picard Day?
I don't know.
Which we did see a kid in a Picard Day shirt.
We did see a Picard Day shirt. Yes.
3D printed latinum is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is why we need to get a 3D printer.
We need more Patreons for that. Or more people to listen to the show. One or the other.
Somebody, please.
Yeah.
Please
Refer
share.
a friend.
Or a millionaire who just wants to give us money, which
Yeah.
we know there are plenty of those listening to our podcast.
We will
Yeah.
take. We
It's
will
a tax
take it.
write-off. Donate it.
Yeah, donate. We'll take it.
We'll do it. We'll do it. Yeah.
If you want to fund our habits,
So we can.
We still need the
3D
lie detector
print
too.
Platinum.
We can do it.
Rob, it was Comic-Con, or it's several Comic-Cons, or lie detector.
Yeah, I know. But
They're not. They are not cheap.
We want the millionaires so we can get the lie detector and
That's
have
true.
all kinds of fun.
That's still a dream of ours. It's
Oh,
gonna
Can
be-
we offer a tax write-off for donating to the show?
We're a non-profit.
We-
We're just trying to get the word out.
Yeah, we are
we
definitely-
are definitely non-profit.
Yeah.
We-
We are anti-profit, actually.
I don't think we're purposely
no,
non-profit.
we're not. We're not. So anything else related to Comic-Con that we wanted to share?
I think that's good for now.
I wanted to say, well, I want a couple of things.
Go figure. Joe wants to talk.
Fuck you guys.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
But I took my son who had fun. You guys took Rob took your daughter, and
Nick
you took your son, and my son had never been. He took his friend. He ended up getting like a sword from Zelda,
Yes.
like the Master
the
Sword,
Master
and it came with a sheath, and so that was fun. He got his picture taken with Peter and Lois Griffin.
Fantastic. I never saw them there.
I never did.
I didn't
either.
see them there either. I was looking and I couldn't find
I'm
them.
bummed now.
I'm bummed I missed out my opportunity to get my picture taken with Al Borland and
Debbie
Heidi.
Go back Sunday.
I don't know if they'll be there. No, the cosplayers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the cosplayers would have been
and
worth
then
it. Yeah.
one thing that I wasn't expect, there was a noticeable lack of cleavage.
It's Motor City Comic Con. You're not going to get that there.
There was some.
Like the women in intentionally skanky clothing.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't get those at like Motor City Comic Cons. You get those at the big ones.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I was disappointed.
Because they're advertising themselves for like their TikTok, for like their OnlyFans, their TikToks, their, you know.
Well, I wasn't actively looking, but I just noticed. I'm like, there aren't a lot of, because you see whenever you see like some of the big cons, you see these cosplayers, and you're like, all right, what are you doing?
Yeah, you know what their intent. They're
Right.
They're just going for the show.
So I was like, wow, there's a lot of.
It's great advertising.
I mean, if
for
you,
them, yeah. For
if
what
you have
if
things
what,
to advertise, it's why.
How about the artist that had the shirt that says, "Please buy something. I don't have the body for OnlyFans."
I did not.
that
see
was a great shirt.
I did not see that, but that's
was
hilarious.
fantastic.
That was a great shirt. I love that one. Yes. Yeah, but there really wasn't there. Very, very few. Next year, I say we all go to the booty short store, because there was a booty short store.
Yes.
And
Dude, they
buy
have a-
some booty
They have a
shorts.
website.
Do they?
Yeah.
We should. I totally would walk around in booty shorts just for fun, just for advertising for the podcast.
We have something we're working on where it would be perfect for.
Yeah.
Yes. Modest.
I
City
wonder if we
Comic-Con.
could get the booty shorts to print us custom shorts.
Probably.
Yeah. You know, like,
I mean, I don't think.
keep up with this on my buns or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just,
Keeping up with the Cardassians and the
Cardassians,
ASS and the ASS is
Yeah.
is in
but
bold.
the ASS is broken between the cheeks, though, you know. So
Keeping up with the Cardassians.
Cardassians.
Don't worry, on YouTube, I'll post a picture of some of those booty shorts.
This
Nick
is the
referencing.
worst episode for our first-time listeners.
I know.
No, this is what they get.
This
You
is-
know what? Trial by fire. This is what you get.
How about this? If
This
you
is
were
actually,
at Motor
this is actually a great episode of ours.
yeah, if you were at Motor City Comic Con, tell us about what you thought.
They should call us.
Yeah, 734-494-0980.
494-0980.
Don't act like you know the phone number.
I knew 734-494
You can text us. You can call us.
at 734-494-0980.
Yeah, you can send pictures.
Yeah.
We also have an email, KUWTC show
Yeah.
at gmail.com.
You can go on Twitter. You can go on the TikTok. You can go on the Instagram.
Yep.
All those places.
Facebook if you really want to.
Have we abandoned Facebook?
Pretty much. I like post one thing there a month.
Facebook isn't worth no.
We get zero traction on there.
Which is weird because I mean we're in our 40s.
Hey!
Almost.
I'm not. I'm 39, my friends. I'm
Yeah.
young. I'm svelte. I actually,
Yeah, those feet don't say you're young.
no, they don't.
today.
And this gray beard doesn't say that either. All gray, all the time. I should do Just for Men, the hair stuff.
You want to do a live read for Just for Men?
Yes, let's do it. Let's do a commercial. As far as so normally we would cover other pop culture news, but we were noticing there's not too much else going on right now. I mean, you got some movies getting ready to come out. I mean, Fast X came out, but we're not Fast X people.
No.
But a big surprise of it, spoiler for Fast X, spoiler. They got The Rock to cameo in it, which I don't know if you followed the behind the scenes hubbaloo, but him and Vin Diesel are in a huge feud.
Still?
They hate each other.
Still?
And they got him to cameo in it, yeah. Well, The Rock hates Vin Diesel because he says he's manipulative and...
As the guy who's trying to take over DC.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And demanding that they market his vodka or whatever it was at the airing of it. But we're not going to get too much into The Rock.
Don't, because you will sour me on that, man.
Yeah,
Quick.
I know. So there's that. There is, I mean, they're saying that the Transformers movie is tracking for a $70 million opening, which is...
And the initial review said it's a garbage pile of crap.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what the kind of the initial...
I mean, they
response was.
all are, minus like the first one.
The first one's fantastic.
The first one is incredible. And then they've all been bad. But beyond that, there's
I heard Bumblebee was good.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that was good. Yeah, I did hear that was good. But that's, I mean, there's not much else that I can think of. Oh, but there is one thing. There is one thing that's really been on the top of my mind for a while here.
This week it's been heavy.
But we are three men who like to play and collect a bunch of toys. So join us, 'cause it's toy time today.
Toy time.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a toy time with Joe.
So only one thing would be able to bring me out of retirement for this segment. And I think Lego was getting wind of like, there hasn't been a toy time with Joe in quite a while.
I think they're personally offended by it.
So they put out something it'll be released June 8th. 3,981 pieces. Huge.
Is there a price on it yet?
Yes.
$399.
$99.
It is the Batcave. The Batcave Shadow Box from... They're calling it Batman Returns. They're saying it's stylized for Batman Returns, but it's essentially
that era.
Tim Burton Batman.
Yeah.
Batcave.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
It's a shadow box. It sort of folds open.
Which is the first. They've never done a shadow box.
They've never done a shadow box?
No, I don't think
they've ever done a shadow box. They've done ones that fold open.
Yeah, like the Mario one.
The Mario one. I believe the Home Alone house folds open.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
But they're not shadow boxes.
Right.
So the shadow box for this one is the bat symbol.
Nice.
Looks into the bat cave.
It's so incredible. It makes me want to weep.
It comes with the Batmobile. Let's see, Alfred.
All kinds of characters.
Yeah,
Max Shrek.
Catwoman,
Penguin. A regular Bruce Wayne. There's two Batmans actually.
There's two Batmans. There's Bruce Wayne, Alfred, Penguin, Max, Catwoman.
And then the Batmobile, like the Lego size Batmobile. Because I have the '89 Batmobile, the big one.
That is awesome.
Oh my gosh, that was the most. I've never laughed and been so giddy as when I was building that set. I love that set.
So it's it's 12 inches tall, 21 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, buddy. Based on real life.
Maturity is lacking in this group.
It always has been.
It is. Oh my god.
So if you have $400 sitting around next week, or in a Jesus.
Is it next week?
No, it's like 2 weeks.
Oh.
I mean, Father's Day is coming up. And
do you think you're $400 worth of a father?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. But like
fact check.
I'll put in I'll put in $375 if they would pay the other $25.
My kid got me a $25 gift card to the Lego store.
Hey, field trip to Great Lakes Crossing next week? Or 2 weeks?
That thing's going to sell out so quick. And if you're a VIP, you get early access on June 5th to it, which I'm a VIP for
Same.
Lego.
Of course you are.
Well,
I am it too.
It's easy to do. You just go to the stores.
Yeah, it costs nothing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's free.
All right,
and
fair
you
enough.
get free points and you get free stuff out of it. Like
Yeah.
I've gotten free Legos.
Do you have a lot of points?
Right now I got 3,000 VIP points.
Is that 30 cents?
No, that's actually quite a... I mean, I use some points. That's why.
You can get this one. Oh no, you when you buy this, you earn 2,600 VIP points.
2,600?
Yeah.
Dang.
Because I've only bought a couple sets with the VIP program. One was 1,300, one was 1,100, one was 520. So that would be by far the biggest set I would ever buy. And I'm in for it.
Yeah,
Nick
it
wants the full 6 inches.
looks amazing.
I want it all. Oh, they're doing the Up House too? I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
That's kind of
Oh
cool.
my gosh, that's cute. It's only $60.
Okay, I'll probably get that.
It's only 600 pieces. That is cute.
That's pretty. That is
It needs
cute.
more balloons.
No, there's a
Balloons.
shit ton at the top.
There's a ton at the top.
It's not a ton.
It's enough.
What do you want a whole
That's your
set?
motto.
What do you want?
I want more.
Rob wants expansion sets of balloons.
Yes.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Disney Celebration Train. Wow, they got a lot of new stuff coming out. The Little Mermaid Royal Clamshell. Oh, wow.
What?
Well, you know that's some
What?
stuff for Little Mermaid.
What?
That's what it's called. The clamshell. The Little Mermaid's clamshell.
Lego's reach. What are they? They're reaching. They're trying to hit new audiences.
Temple of the Golden Idol.
Nice.
Oh
And-
my gosh.
Is it decent looking?
Escape from the Lost Tomb. It's 149.
And real quick before we get into Battlestar Galactica.
That's not bad. I like that.
Yeah, we got to get to
Yeah,
Battlestar
real quick
Galactica.
before we do it. How about that image that we nearly came? If we weren't first, we were pretty quick breaking
We were
for
groundbreakers.
Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks.
We are on the cusp of breaking Star Trek news.
We were damn close. If we were, I mean, we had to be one of the first ones.
Yeah, we had to.
But it's a cool little image. What's this? Jack Quaid.
Yep.
Jack Quaid and Tawny Newson just look like they're animated characters. It's phenomenal.
From Lower Decks.
Yep.
And they're going to be in Strange New Worlds for a crossover, and we're excited.
Yeah, yeah. No one's more excited than my friggin' kid though. That blew me up that day when that image came out.
Yeah.
It was leaked initially, and we stole it.
No, we leaked it, and
Yeah.
she.
Wait, we leaked it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we leaked it, and she was excited.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battlestar.
We're a big deal.
Yeah, we're a big deal. We're just
So-
saying.
We got a Comic-Con panel. We're
we had
leaking
panel.
Star Trek news.
Man, we're on top of it.
I don't want to say that we're at the top of our game because clearly we're not.
Yeah, that was a year ago.
But
We are not at the bottom of our game.
We are, we've plateaued for sure.
Ever
but
since
we're not at the bottom yet.
Ever since we started doing Battlestar Galactica, things just went down.
Yeah, that's true.
Isn't that weird?
What a coincidence.
What is the?
We got to course correct.
We're doing Next Generation next, right?
Yeah, because
I think so.
because that'll hit everybody. Everybody loves next gen. So
Yeah, everyone loves Next Gen.
Not everyone.
It's the most loved series of all of them.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean by everyone.
know.
Like it's,
Joe won't love it, especially the first 2 seasons.
we won't either.
That's gonna be brutal. It's
There's
gonna be rough.
there's gonna be a lot of 2s, 3s, and 4s
It's gonna
given
be
out in the first.
so rough.
isn't Frakes beardless for the first 2 seasons?
Yeah,
Or what?
Yeah.
which automatically gives it a downgrade.
It's gonna be rough, Joe.
It's actually not good until they kill off Tasha. That's when it gets better.
Jesus Christ, Nick.
Well, you had to know that.
I don't know who that is. So,
So there's no context.
And then
but
when
as soon as I
You
hear
will
the
forget it by
as
then.
soon as I hear the name, I'm
we
like,
got
oh, they're
another
dead soon.
6 months till we're starting. By the time we get to that, you got
6
another.
months. Please don't tell me we have 6 months more of Battlestar Galactica.
Don't we? No, we don't. We have like 3.
Jeez, 3? Can we start
You
doing
gave
3?
the last episode's 9s.
I know.
All right, ready? Here
I've
we go.
never given a show so many good ratings. I've
And
been
ripped
like,
it. The show sucks.
I could take or leave this show.
All right, here we go. We're in Exodus. It took us 40 minutes to get here, but we're here. Wow.
we suck.
We suck. So we got Exodus part 1 and 2. So Did we decide that if it's because of it's Exodus
Just
part
sum
1
up
and
the
2, we
whole-
review
the
it
whole
all
thing.
together?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. All right. So, part 1 begins with the 200 humans facing the firing squad, and then we backtrack to Tyrol receiving the list of from a source, and he gathers his armed resistance members to go to the execution site to stop this all from happening and help Kaylee escape. And they get there in time, and they're able to help Kaylee escape as well. Sharon, Sam, and the other resistance fighters come under fire from a group of Centurions, but they're rescued by Marines as well. And what is he writing? David?
No, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
For later.
Okay, he's writing something else. Sorry. But they're rescued by Sharon. Afterwards, Sharon talks with the rescue plan with those from New Caprica for the Cylons, and she's able to go to the Cylon compound and get the launch keys, which is, so she's able to do that. Anders finds the rendezvous ship, or the rendezvous map on one of the dead Cylons, and immediately knows it was Ellen who gave it up.
Good.
And he confronts Saul about his wife's betrayal. Ellen confesses to it, but claims she was doing it to keep Ty alive. Meanwhile, Deanna has a dream of visiting the Oracle, who hints that Hera is still alive. So she goes to visit the Oracle, who is... Did you recognize who it was? Vedic from Star Trek. Vadic from Star Trek.
Nailed it.
When Sharon is going to get the keys, though, she runs into Deanna, who she kneecaps her. She kneecaps her by kneecapping her, and she gets away. Dama prepares for battle. He instructs his son Lee to wait for 18 hours, and should he fail to arrive home, take them to Earth. As this is all happening, Anders says to Ty, look, you know what we got to do with Ellen, man. This is what we do with people like her. And Ty says, I'll take care of it. And Ty hands her a drink, and it's a poison drink, and she dies in his arms. Meanwhile, Ty agrees. The Galactica arrives in orbit. I'm basically reading this directly from Wikipedia today.
No, you don't say.
Yeah. Thank God.
Galactica arrives in far orbit above New Caprica and launches its Raptors to launch the drones, hoping to fool the Cylons into thinking there's more than there is. And it works. So it draws them away. And as it's drawing away, they start dropping in Raptors. And the Battlestar Galactica drops in and throws the Raptors out. And the rescue is on. The Cylons believe they've lost control of the situation, so they're evacuating, and they're going to detonate a nuclear weapon on the planet. Gaius Baltar is offered a chance to join the Cylons, but as this is happening, a gun is pulled on him by Gata. Gata's like, I'm going to blow you away. You betrayed us, jerk face. And then Gaius is like, no, I'm going to stop the bomb, so give me a second chance. And Gata believes him and lets him stop the
Idiot.
Yeah, so he lets him go. As they're taking off, Baltar and Caprica 6 find Hera lying with the dead mother. The mother's dead, but the baby's still there. And they pick up the baby, and Deanna sees them and takes the baby and walks away. And they just let her go because they're like, well, at least she's not going to detonate a nuclear bomb here now. So, yay, there's all that happening. Kara is rescued, and she rescues Casey, and she's so happy she has her baby. Yay! And she gets back to the Battlestar, and the real mom comes up and takes the kid, and she's just like,
You are not the mother.
Oh, snap.
Oh! You're Maury Povich her ass.
But Galactica is overwhelmed. This is it. Adama says goodbye. He's like, it's been a pleasure serving with you all. We are dead in the water. Just then the Pegasus comes in, blowing everything to shreds, and crashes it. Takes out 3 base stars, but by taking out the 3 base stars, it's destroyed as well. So now they're all on the Galactica together. At the end, they're all celebrating. And then Ty gets off the ship, and he says, good job bringing him home, Ty. And Ty says, not everyone. And the end.
Not everyone.
And then they celebrate.
Yeah.
The end. Exodus part 1 and 2. That was a long summation. That was
30 seconds.
That was 3 minutes.
Jesus. We got to figure out a 30-seconder. We got to go back.
I mean, that was a 2-parter. So,
Yeah.
to be fair,
A minute and a half on
Well,
each.
I'm not dogging you for it this time. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
There was a lot to summarize. That was one of the things. It wasn't necessarily a negative, but it was one thing I noticed. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of plot points.
yeah, there is.
That they're trying to bring together, and because they've sort of put pins in multiple plot points along between the end of season 2 and the opening of season 3.
Yeah.
So in order to get the ships back together, they had to sort of sew those up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were kind of all over the map in a few things, but it did gel
They
pretty
gelled
nicely.
it all together.
It didn't seem too chaotic.
Yeah. So one of the things that I did appreciate, and I was listening to our previous episode last week, and you called your shot on something that was going to happen in this episode. They got ambushed, and you said, I guarantee you they're all blaming Sharon. I'm calling my shot right now. It's Sharon's fault. They're going to all blame Sharon. What did they do?
They didn't.
They didn't blame Sharon. Yeah. Which is a nice.
I think I said I don't. I hope they don't blame. Or no, I did. You're right.
You did.
You're right.
You called your
Oh,
shot.
don't backtrack.
Oh, I
You
did.
guaranteed it. You guaranteed it.
I guaranteed it.
Guaranteed. Oh my gosh. Ball don't lie.
Yeah.
Ball don't lie.
I will never forgive him. He's dead to me.
Yeah.
Why?
Robert Crab, you always guard.
Oh my God! Game
Ori.
5, the 2005 NBA Finals.
Yeah.
The Pistons are up. They inbound the
Against
ball
the Spurs,
Against the Spurs. He leaves Robert Ory open to double the guy that just inbound the ball to Robert Ory.
Yeah.
Ory hits a 3. They never trail again.
Yeah.
Pistons go back, win Game 6, and they take it to Game 7. They would have won in 6 if it wasn't for. You know what? Never mind.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm 100%.
I will
with you.
never forgive
They
him.
would have been a repeat.
And
they
it's
would've-
okay. It wasn't just some dude. It's Big Shot Bob, Robert Ory, who that's what he does. He makes big threes.
And you left them open.
Left him wide open.
Anyways, Battlestar Galactica.
YouTube it.
Yes.
Look it up on YouTube.
And then look up Malice at the Palace for fun. And see Rasheed Wallace fighting fans.
Wow, that was a dark era. Oh my god.
I thought it was a great era.
Well, yeah, because we're from Detroit, so we loved it. So where do we start with this one? Do we want to go with the storyline of Sharon,
I want to start.
Ellen's?
I want to start with something completely shallow.
Okay.
Can we please get rid of the opening? And they have a plan.
Yes,
Can
please.
for the love of God, can this just go away?
It goes away.
So when you-
Win! Win!
Well, but when you watch on Peacock, you have to skip over 2 intros.
yeah, you
it
do.
needs
You
to
do.
go away now.
It does need to go away. It's
Which
bad.
although I appreciate it because it does eat up about 4.5 minutes. And I'm like, I only have to watch 39 minutes of this episode.
This thing, it's like, really, we're in the 3rd season and we're still doing the same thing over
know.
and over again. This is dumb as crap.
And can I pick a bone with Peacock then, or however they do the skip?
Yeah.
So they skip it. You skip the 2 intros, and it skips right to where they show everything that's going to happen
in
in the
yeah.
episode. And
I hate it.
I want to, if I want to skip over all that, so then I got to skip over the 2 intros and then avert my eyes so I don't see anything that happens.
And the whole they have a plan thing is really lame. They do abandon it. I don't know.
Do
when.
they have a plan?
That was kind of part of the reason why they abandoned it, because they're like, what's their plan then?
Yeah, do they really
I
have
think
a
the
plan?
writers initially had an idea for it. Well, they have a whole Battlestar Galactica, the plan.
Well, I saw that on Peacock.
And it was directed by Edward James Olmos
really?
as well, and it was filmed after the series ended.
Okay.
So it kind of goes. It follows mainly Brother Cavill.
So the plan was to eliminate the humans. Okay, we get it.
We see
Stop
it. It's,
showing
it's
it.
very obvious.
Just stop it.
we know what you're doing.
Stop it. For the love of God, stop it.
You know you can skip that, right?
I know, but the fact that I have to skip it is
That's what
infuriating.
enrages you.
It's like, really? Okay, God damn it. Turn this shit off.
Every week. You gotta do
Every
it twice
time.
a week.
Oh, I tried to watch 2 episodes. I'm like, God, stop this thing again.
But like I said, it eats up time. You only got to watch 39 minutes
Why
of an
are you
episode.
bashing it? You're giving the show good ratings. I don't understand what's happening.
I like it because it's only 39 minutes.
I hear it just right off the bat. It does that stupid ass music, and I'm like, skip. Oh shoot! I'm facing.
The theme music, opening theme music is not very good.
I like the tribal.
I like
the tribal chant when they're showing you what's going to happen during the
Yes.
episode. So I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like bobbing my head. I don't want to watch, but I'm like, this music
I'm
bangs.
gonna find this and put it at the beginning of all our episodes and watch our viewership just tank.
And they have a
Oh,
plan.
it would skyrocket.
Yeah.
The Cardassians, and they have a plan.
Oh my God! I can do that. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know you could.
Do we have a plan?
Well, but do the Cylons?
Who had the better plan? Cardassian, us, or the Cylons?
Neither. Okay.
They're equally as bad.
Can we get into the actual meat of the episode?
Oh, there
Because
was
we're at 50 minutes and we have not even talked.
Go fast.
But it's okay. We're gonna review it as one big episode.
Yeah,
so.
we are. So whose storyline do we want to start with?
Ellen.
Ty?
Yeah, Ty and Ellen because it's the shortest.
I think Ty, though, is the MVP of these first 4
Absolutely.
episodes.
100%.
He
Yeah.
knocks it out of the park.
He had 2 seasons of redeeming to do. So
I mean, I hate Ellen's guts. I'm so happy she's dead. But even I felt for him when he got off the ship. And
that line.
He didn't even tell her or tell Adama who it was. But then he saw everybody celebrating, right?
yeah.
And it was like him walking
just
off
walks
alone.
off.
It would just,
I really appreciate
I really felt for that.
them showing Adama looking back at him and noticing that, though.
Yeah, and still knowing he has to be there for the celebration, but he wants to be there for his friend, and he can't.
Who's done more with one eye expressively, Martok or?
Oh my gosh, Ty
Because
in this
Ty
one with the Ellen conversation.
Yes, and
Martok fought a lot of battles, though.
I know, but like the way Ty, like the emotion he
expressed a lot of emotion. And
Martok
yeah.
is just angry.
I don't know the name of the
Racist.
cinematographer, but shout out to that person for getting the
that
shot.
whole scene was fantastic, and that one. I hate Ellen too. I absolutely hate her, but like you can see why she was doing what she was doing. She truly loves. She's a messed up human being, right? Does a lot of crappy stuff, but you can tell how much she loves him.
Right.
Yeah. And you know, here she is saying, "I would do anything for you. I would do anything for you." And then he returns that favor.
Everybody in the show.
But he returns that favor by killing her, right?
Good.
And it's like, but it makes sense why, because if he doesn't do it, everyone else is going to do it because they're so pissed off.
Literally going to do it.
And at least she dies in his arms, and at least she dies thinking she wasn't dying.
But both
I think she did. The way she looked at that drink, I'm just thirsty. I think she knew it was coming.
Oh, I don't think she did.
I think so. The way they played that scene, I thought she knew it was coming. Like she asked for the drink while he was just sitting there holding it.
I don't know.
I could see that. It didn't. It didn't hit me initially like that, but I could see that.
I could see it, but like that's the first time I thought about it. That she knows. I don't know.
The way she was talking about the drink, I'm like, there's something that drink is Bill Cosby.
No, I think it was a little strong. Cosby's like, that's a strong drink.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Are you looking up the fact check?
I'm trying to see if she would have known.
But yeah, Ty knocked it out of the park.
Even the scene before that where he was like, you know it has to be done with Ellen.
Yeah.
His eye was like.
I like how you said his eye. Nice work.
But it was his eye.
Yeah.
So Kate Vernon, who plays Ellen Ty,
played
Ellen Ty. She said that she knew Ellen knew her husband poisoned her drink and she would die.
Nailed it, Mr. Rob.
Kobe.
So
you're 1 for 2. You got the Sharon thing wrong.
Second deck.
Okay, okay. Well, that makes that scene even harder, I guess. Right? You know, so in a way, is she pleading for her life, or does she know it's going to happen no matter what?
She knows what's
inevitable. She just
inevitable.
wants him to know his intent, like
her intentions.
I never intended to hurt you. I was trying.
Well, he
to
was
save
sitting
you.
there with it, and he didn't give her the drink until she kind of asked for it.
Yeah, and it was like he wasn't drinking out of it,
No.
so it was like, "You thirsty, honey?" No.
And you know they love some alcohol, so he wouldn't just sit there and stare at it.
Yeah, he would have chugged that thing.
Yeah.
Gosh,
I think that's why she told him she slept with everybody.
Oh,
she wasn't gonna face the consequences.
Well, he knew that already because he's like, you go out there and frack anybody you want.
Yeah, that's true.
He said that before.
That's true. I do appreciate how she's like, I should have listened to you. We should have stayed on the Galactica. Like, things would have been okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of ruined it.
I do
Ellen.
appreciate the beginning of the first episode where Ty actually made a joke. You don't want me and Ellen raising your kid.
That was funny.
That was a good joke.
That was nice.
Actually funny.
And Ellen looked at him like, bitch, I'd be a good mom.
I was like, yeah, you don't want a one-eyed dad and an STD mom.
All right, first of all, you're being an ableist. One eye still works.
Yeah, but
okay.
What if they have 2 kids?
What if they want to play catch? Ugh.
Well, yeah.
Just keep on throwing it on the
my
left side.
dad can only see out of one eye. We used to
The
play
phrase
catch
is,
all the time.
keep an eye on the kid, so you're good.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you just throw it to the side.
What about all eyes on me?
Tupac, man.
Yeah. All eye on me.
That sounds more intimidating, actually.
Yeah.
Did you guys like
side eye?
We should do a Mount Rushmore of guys with one eye.
Martok,
Colonel Ty.
Colonel Ty.
There's more.
What's the Cyclops?
Cyclops.
Yeah. There's more.
There's got to be more.
Triclops from
Oh yes,
from
yes,
Masters of the Universe. He technically has 3, but it's one singular one that changes.
Lena from Futurama,
Mm.
right? Isn't that her name?
I don't know.
Lita?
Oh,
Ooh,
Katie Seagal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pyramid on the back of money.
Oh, yes.
I might have to be number 1.
It's a master list.
That might be number 1.
Call in with your Mount Rushmores of one-eyed people.
Still 734-494-0980.
Yes.
Also call with your hate for the show.
Oh, it looks like the phone lines are flooded now.
So that was a really good storyline, though. Ty, I mean, I forgot how amazing he was in the early part of this season. And I can't remember the rest of it. Like, it's been so long since I watched the series.
Moral of the story is grow a beard.
I know. And lose an eye.
Grow the beard first. If that doesn't,
See
if
where
that
that
doesn't-
takes you.
Yeah.
Then go to more drastic permanent
Exactly.
measures.
Baby
Or,
steps.
You know what you could do, really, is you could just put an eye patch on and see how it works. I
Did
mean, you
how
don't have
would
to
you guys
poke out the
think
eye.
of that scene of him putting the eye patch on? You saw the
You saw the hole in his eye?
empty
Yeah.
hole.
That was a good scene.
Yeah.
They did a good job with all of Ty.
Yeah.
He goes
what-
from a
what-
character you absolutely hate to one you're rooting for, right? Like,
I wouldn't say I hated him, but he was just like I groaned, like oh my, like
get
he
your act
almost
together.
ruined the ship.
Yeah.
He almost killed everybody.
So he went from a character where you go, I don't understand why anyone supports this guy,
Yes.
to a character like, this is who
You're
you want.
100% behind.
This is my
At the
general.
drop of a hat too.
He needs the guerrilla tactics in order to succeed.
He needs a purpose, right?
Yeah.
When you're the number 2 in command of the Galactica, you kind of don't have a purpose because your purpose is set by your commander. He needs to be the one in charge, but he can't run a Battlestar. We see that too.
Yeah, he needs it's guerrilla tactics.
Yeah.
It's something dirtier than running a ship
He needs
or
to be,
a fleet.
He needs to be the asshole.
Yeah.
He can't be. Yeah, he can't be.
Or the eye hole.
diplomat. Eye hole. He can't. He's not a diplomat. He can't do that.
Right.
But
Speaking of beards, I don't like that the chief shaved.
he did.
Oh
shave,
man,
didn't
no, he looks. You're 100% right. He baby faced again, and he looked.
I know.
He looked good with a beard.
He looked.
He looked
really
great
good.
with a beard.
He
Yeah.
looked great with the beard. Yeah, a very big difference, right? I
Yeah.
wonder why.
I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was a great look for him.
Yeah. Oh,
But thank God, Adama's mustache is gone now too.
No.
Yeah, it's gone. Thank God.
the end of the. That was a good scene though too. Adama like shaving his mustache at the end and walking the halls, and it was busy again. Like that was a
And
cool.
he smiled.
And he smiled. He's like, "We're on the run again together! Yay! It's
This
gonna be
is
so much
super.
fun. Almost dying every week, but at least we're together."
They don't go
Oh,
down to
it's
New
up.
Caprica again?
Huh?
Do they completely abandon?
New
Rob-
Caprica's gone, man.
Yeah.
That's a spoiler. You're asking for spoilers.
No, I don't think that's
Not
a
really.
spoiler.
It's an assumption. I wanted to confirm.
They were going to Earth, man. That's the whole plot of the
Earth.
show. Earth. Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
New Caprica's done, man. We're gone.
Do they run into the aliens from ID4?
Yes.
Oh man, what a
Shoot!
that'd be
How did you
great.
know? Did you watch ahead?
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. Okay. So we have a nice scene between Ellen and Zarek again. Those two, like, they're BFFs now. What's up with that?
I can't maintain.
Where they almost died together.
They took so much time of
What
setting
did
him
he
up
say
as
about laying on top of a woman or something like that?
I haven't had a woman grab me like that in forever.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember it. I remember it being more fun.
yeah. Yes, that was a good line. by
But
Zarek.
she saved his butt.
Yes, she did.
She's nice for her. She's like, boom, and just grabbed him down.
So does this in some way? You don't think this can last?
They did too much time setting him up as kind of like a pseudo villain.
But they set him up as a villain because he distrusted her.
He distrusts everyone.
Yeah, he distrusts the system.
Yeah, and he's in the system again.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But he was part of the system that he distrusted it, so they tore it down, and he built up the system with him at the head of it.
But now there's
and
gonna
it fell apart.
So they're now making Adama. They are chanting Adama across the fleet. So they made him a deity. And because the Baltar was so bad, now Rosin's going to look like a deity. And now Zarek's just sitting around there looking at these guys looking like deities. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm using the word deity a lot. And so
Deity.
now he's in a new system where he's not recognized as part of the system, and he really wants to be the system.
What?
That was a lot of D's and a lot of systems, and I get it,
Yeah.
actually. That makes a lot of sense. He's got FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear of missing out, man. It's just FOMO. He wants.
And I could be dead wrong because I'm okay with that. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I think they wanted to set him up as a pseudo villain too much to abandon that now.
I like though what they've done. Like,
I agree.
and his scene time is very limited in this series, but I feel like he does a really good job.
I
when
think
he's
it's
on
better
the
that
screen.
way.
Yes, I don't think he'd be a
I
good
think
primary.
I think the less Zarek, the smaller amounts of Zarek at one time,
Yeah.
the better.
Not in a bad way, but I get what you mean.
I see Zarek and not.
He just comes in, mic drops, and leaves.
Not parallel in character or anything
It's like me
like
on
that.
this show.
But I would say it's similar
Less
to
is better.
Garrick on DS9.
Ah, okay.
I think he's used properly in the amounts that he's used. Any more it wouldn't be good, and any less you'd be like, well, they should use him more. I think they use him when they need to, and they use it properly.
I was gonna say with Zarek,
I miss Garrick.
I do too.
I really miss Garrick.
With
Terry
Zarek,
Metalis, I'm tagging you.
is he in a lot of ways? Him and Baltar are very similar in a lot of senses. Like they just want to be
Douchebags all about themselves, want to be in power.
Whoa. You're going on a limb there.
Zarek. Not. They
Baltar's
are.
a piece of shite.
Well, he kind of redeems
President
himself
would
this
never.
episode.
The
Doesn't
president would
It was
never
nice that-
frack Baltar.
he? That's true. That's true. Not now, especially.
Yeah, it was nice to see him have some regret, but he's still an incompetent idiot.
Who?
Zarek
Baltar.
or Baltar.
Oh, you can save his regret. You can have his regret.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Just because he's incompetent, though, like that.
No, he's
whole-
incredibly competent.
Self-serving.
I think he
You think he is? Okay. I thought
he's
you were
in-
like, no, he's the best president. So he knows exactly what he's doing. See, I just think this
he's
whole run with New Caprica is a story of incompetence. Like he did not know what to do. He was in over his head. Like George Bush after September 11th had no clue what to do.
W.
And when something like that happens, you're screwed no matter what. If you had Rosalind in there, she would immediately abdicate the presidency. She would have left and started a guerrilla warfare. She would have gotten with Ty and started war right away. Where the incompetence of him is like, well, we have to work with them.
He doubles down on the stupidest crap.
Yeah.
Well, I think his involvement with Six clouds his competency.
That's true too, because he's in love with her. So
Yeah.
he's gonna,
So
he
I
doesn't want to leave her.
think he is competent. I think he would know. Maybe not. He wouldn't make the exact same moves that Rosalind would. They're two different people. But I think he would. I think he's smart enough to understand what needs to happen, but he doesn't do it because he's tied to the Cylons so deeply.
Yes, I could see that. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I hate him.
Do you
Hate his
think
guts.
though? Do you think that earlier Gaius could have convinced Six to leave with him? Like, I'm not going to be the president. I'm going to run away. Run away with me. Do you think he could have convinced her, or she's not going anywhere?
I don't know. It's a good
I have
question.
a question. Who earlier Baltar? Who was he running away with? Six. It was in his head. Who like now? There's an actual.
They were still they were in love on Caprica before she got blown up.
But he didn't have a
That's
lot of
the
time to react to that. He didn't know what he did until basically the sounds
I know,
were
but
coming.
that's the one he's in love with. Was that Caprica 6, and that's the one who's on
That's been downloaded
that he's
now.
been that he's hooking up with on Colonial 1.
Right.
So that's the one he'd run away with. Like they still,
And Head 6, which I'm going to guess she's back now.
which is well, yeah, she was in the last
Yeah.
episode, wasn't she?
He's a bum. Can we
You don't want to talk about Gaius?
get him a drink?
Yeah,
We don't talk about Gaius.
We don't talk about Gaius Boltar.
We can talk about Gaius Baltar. Do you, if you're Gata, do you trust him to do the right thing?
No, I don't know what Gata's thinking. I think actually,
What is Gata doing?
I think that decision
He's out of
more
his
has
mind.
to do with Gata not wanting to shoot someone.
Probably.
Rather than,
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
think it has anything to do with I
And-
trust
Well,
Baltar.
in cold blood.
he was crying. He was crying afterward. Like you saw the shot after
Gata,
he
yeah.
leaves. Gata's crying, like
Yeah,
a
'cause
tears
he-
rolling down his eyes. Like
Because I think he
like
realized,
shit, that was close.
I
I would
almost
have.
killed someone. Yeah,
In cold blood. He's a military man, so
yeah, exactly. Like
Well, that's lukewarm blood.
fair. Yeah, well, it's cold blood to me. Not cold blooded. Shoot that fucker. I don't care.
Shoot him in cold blood means there's like no reason.
Shoot
You
him.
just do it
Shoot
to
him.
do it.
Shoot him.
so.
Shoot
For,
him.
let's
There's plenty of reasons.
let's think about it this way. Let's say Gaius right now
It's warmed
is
up
almost
blood.
like the equivalent of a Hitler, right? Because he basically ran a tyrannical government. I know he's not exactly Hitler. I get that. And you have and as what's his name? Oh my gosh, why am I blank? Gata, you had the opportunity to kill the most vile
Do it.
Human being.
Do it.
Do you ever carry guilt about that? Like,
Nope.
if you were someone who saw Hitler in a bunker and you
Nope.
popped him, are you ever guilty, or do you recognize yourself as a hero?
I don't recognize that stuff as hero. That's a necessary evil.
Well, I wouldn't equate him to
while.
Hitler.
I know
think
he dropped the necessary evil.
You just equate him to
You do a job.
George W. Bush,
That's
which I think
okay.
is a closer approximation.
Yeah.
I don't think whether or not you disagree or you think he's making the wrong. I don't think you just shoot George Bush.
Yeah, you can't do that. I think
Hitler's you're going to the top, the mountain
that's a
top
good
of
point.
evil.
Going back to George Bush makes a lot of sense. So then you put him on trial. Does Gaius, like, if Gaius is captured, do you
Can you put him under citizen arrest, or is there a
military arrest or whatever? Throw him in the brig.
at least pistol whip him.
But do you arrest? Again, he was forced to do these things. He
Allegedly.
was coerced.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, that's part of it, right? They don't have any proof that he.
Yeah, when all this
was
shit's in your
coerced.
head.
So when he first went
hard
down to
to-
the planet, he
hard
was
to
sleeping
prove.
with every chick that was coming around there, and he was just like, whatever.
That was just a bad president, though.
I don't know.
He wasn't doing anything illegal. He was just a bad president.
Fair enough.
It
Do
didn't
they,
become.
do they have any sort of impeachment process or any sort of structured way to remove a sitting president?
I do not know.
Yeah. So all that
We
talk
haven't
about,
seen that.
all that talk about voting, and Roslyn just gets back in her spot and says, "Get out my way."
I was gonna say that, like, we're Ty in the last
she's a,
episode.
vote these nuts, bitch.
Ty in the last episode is like when you're comfy back on Colonial One, and she's like, "I want to go back to my ship," and it's like, hold a minute, you're still not the president.
Yeah.
Like, who do you think you are? But
And the VP is Gaius, isn't it?
no, the
No,
vice president was Zarek.
Zarek. Oh, the
But-
vice president was Zarek? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So Zarek should be like, get off my ship.
yeah, what are you doing? Like, unless Zarek gets out of the way because he realizes he can't be the president now.
Interesting. Next episode should be
So-
interesting.
Yeah, next episode is titled Collaborators.
It's a DS9 episode?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. All right, so what else we got in this episode? Oh, can we talk about? So let's talk about.
Kara?
Yes,
Kara.
that's that first because it should be shorter than the,
Yeah.
the Damas.
Yeah, Kara's thing.
Boo hoo, get over it. That's my take on the whole storyline.
I think they actually did.
I thought they did a good job with
so
that.
the entire time, I knew the kid was a plant, right?
Yeah.
There's no hiding it, but I think they did a nice job that at the end when they take the kid, I thought they portrayed it pretty nicely. That she was bummed about it. I agree, Kara's annoying, but that story, I think they did a good job showing the damage it kind of did to her head.
Yeah, the
I agree.
psychological warfare that he committed on her.
I agree.
Yeah, he broke her down.
Yeah, but how? Okay,
And good for stabbing him again.
boo hoo, get over it is my jokey take on it.
Yeah,
But it's not. I'm not 100% stepping away from that.
yeah.
But I will say,
I'm still on that ledge.
it was a masterwork in Stockholm syndrome.
Oh my gosh, he had her.
Yeah.
Well, even at the end, you're like, "What's the deal?" Like, obviously, with her kissing
What's
him,
the
that
deal
wasn't-
with the kissing him?
That wasn't a serious thing. And Leobin's an idiot if he thinks that she'll sincerely love him.
Yeah, I don't get.
Well,
But that was a pretty dramatic kiss, even though you knew you were going to
you
stab
were
him.
An
Hey, you just-
egomaniac like that, do you really think?
Yeah, that's true.
I think that he.
And you can download, so you have no fear of death.
Plus, it's been 4 or 5 months, so he's got to wear her down at some point.
So
Yeah, that's true.
if you're Kara, do you say, okay, you can have your kid back? By the way, it fell down the stairs. It was hospitalized, and I killed somebody right in front of it.
Twice.
Yeah, your
Twice.
kid is going to be
So you're
emotionally
gonna-
traumatized.
don't-
Good luck with
yeah.
that.
Don't bill me for therapy.
So what I really liked about that final scene was she didn't fight when the lady's like, "Oh, it's my kid," whatever, and she didn't fight it, and she didn't be like, "Wait, this is my child." Like, I thought that would have been a lame thing if they're
No, I agree.
added that dynamic.
She was like, he got me.
It's almost like she knew right away. Like,
Yeah, he got me.
yeah.
My gut
Well,
instinct
that's
was
the
right.
thing. And she's the one who said it all along. These are master manipulators. Like, they know how to work your head and convince you, and they had her. So
But-
it wouldn't have been much longer for her. You're
is
right
that
with
too
the Stockholm
quick
syndrome.
though.
5 months?
She was with him for
Yeah, because it's 4 months, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, it was 4 months, and I think that it's been about a month or so since they.
And what's his face?
So they really are
sports guy.
skipping lots of time
right
here.
now, they are for this purpose.
Because okay, I guess maybe 4 months would be enough time to really connect, because Carol went from fuck this kid to that's my baby in a matter of
Plus,
minutes.
It's 4 months with her and just Lieben, so he brings the kid into play, and she's probably subconsciously looking for something to connect with at that point.
Yeah,
that's
because
not this
she's
guy.
so alone.
So
yeah.
I think in somewhat in
That's a good
defense
way
of
of
that,
looking at it.
it is you're looking for something to grab onto, and you're going to grab onto something even if you, like her first instinct was to say that's not my kid.
Yeah.
You might look for something innocent, and since it is innocent, allegedly, to grab onto.
My fear is we're going to get an even more annoying version of Kara, a more damaged version of her now going forward. She was insufferable before the jump.
Well, especially that
can't
second half of
remember.
last season. Second half of last season was brutal for her.
Before
She
the time
fell hard.
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
the time jump, she was insufferable.
Yeah.
And
I think she's been fine. To me, these 4 episodes, she's been okay, but
she's
she
been
hasn't
okay.
had much.
But they really sterilized her. Like she hasn't had a lot of personality. She
hasn't had much to do other than kill Lieben.
right.
Yeah, and she's I mean, what do you do all day in that apartment? Like,
Nothing. And,
it
and
looked like
that's-
there's nothing in there to do.
and that's probably why she's
Nothing. Yeah, she's just shut down.
she is, but to your point, that's probably why she's looking for something to cling on to. This
Klingon!
Yeah, but this child gives her purpose.
Yeah.
She's basically living Groundhog's Day, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He comes home, he kills her, or she kills him.
He sexually harasses her
Yeah.
the entire time. Love me. Love me.
So
Love me.
well, she's gonna have to see that kid on Galactica all the time.
Gosh, well, maybe not
Well,
on
she's
Galactica.
a babysitter now. She's like, can I babysit?
Is she gonna open a daycare?
Oh, Starbuckies.
Starbucks.
No, I don't think she is.
Eh.
I like that storyline though. I appreciate how they wrapped it up. They didn't keep it kind of going.
Yes.
What are some other things I like when they're getting ready to leave for the attack, where they lay the salt on the floor and she reads the scripture and they rub the salt. I thought initially they were going to do the who's staying and who's going. Like, this is a volunteer only
Pick a
mission.
side.
Well, a volunteer only mission. Like, we're not coming back. So, and then everyone would step over to the side where they volunteer because we're all brave. But I like
And it's Gata on one side because he's a bum.
No, leave Gata alone. But
He couldn't even do it. He can't do anything right.
that was a cool.
Mm.
I like when they add little practices like that show you a little bit of how their culture is different.
Yeah.
So I like that. The salt.
Gata has now had 2 opportunities to stop Baltar. He could have let the election go.
That's true.
Could have shot his ass.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So shame on Gata.
Which
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
But the second time he didn't fool him. He let him go to stop the bomb. So
Like
in
a fool.
Gata's mind,
Like a fool.
the bomb stopped.
Baltar did try to stop the bomb. Did Baltar go up with the humans? Did they
No,
say that?
he was going with the Cylons.
I didn't remember. I couldn't remember what was.
Yeah, they're like, he's got no place with the humans now.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what was the end game for
And
him.
And Deanna said, like, hey, look, it's the least you can do. You were right all along. This plan sucked. See, they had a plan and it sucked.
He had a plan.
All right.
Yeah.
Can we talk about my favorite shot of this whole
The Galactica dropping.
the Battle Galactica
Ties
dropping in?
That was a cool shot.
That was
That
and the Raptors shooting out
Yeah.
the side of it and the Viper shooting out the side.
Well done.
That was a really well done. And then when it jumps and
Yeah.
then poof,
Yeah.
That was the best shot of this series so far.
oh, easily.
Easily.
Oh,
It was really cool.
that shot sticks with me.
I'm like, all right. All
Was it-
right.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Who directed this episode?
I didn't. I looked at the writers. I didn't look at the director.
I know.
Felix Enriquez Alcala.
A round of applause for them.
Yes. Yes, he was a director in ER, Dollhouse, and House, Battlestar Galactica.
Dollhouse and House?
Dollhouse House.
ER? What episode of ER?
He only directed those 2. Oh, he did Battlestar Galactica Razor.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So those were the only 3 eepisodes he did, Exodus 1 and 2 and Battlestar Galactica Razor.
They must have had a budget for this episode because that shot had to be expensive.
Man, especially in that era.
Yeah.
This is a good looking episode.
Yeah, it was.
It was a pretty episode. But I love that shot. The whole battle was kind of cool to retake it. Like, because how are they going to win? Again, they have to catch the opponent off guard. They completely caught the Cylons off guard, right? And you have all of humans basically fighting at the same time. My biggest thing is like, how do you get every single person to know to get to ships, like in that short amount of time? But then again, we don't know how long it really was.
You have a big text group.
You just send text messages.
Yeah, just text group.
I guess we're led to believe the underground resistance is really big too.
Right.
So, I mean, if you have 1,500
It's
soldiers,
just probably the police that are like, yeah, but the Cylons aren't that bad.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
And Baltar.
and Baltar. What else we got in here? We got the baby. The Cylons got the baby now. Hera.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes, right?
Yeah, we'll see where that goes.
Lee and Old Man making up.
Oh yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah.
Can we get him on a treadmill? They got where's the gym in Galactica?
They got him.
Well, here's the thing, though. How many people were served on the Pegasus? Do you remember? On the Pegasus.
Initially, wasn't it like 4,000?
That's a lot of people to absorb into the other ships.
But they were in a skeleton crew.
Yeah,
But that's
I
still,
swear they said
And
that
they've
there was only
lost
1,000.
a lot of people have died. So I thought, wasn't their numbers at one point 46,000 or something
so
like that?
let's say there's 1,300
So
people on left.
the survivor count after Exodus Part 2 is 40,000.
Oh wow.
So they've lost a lot of. So a lot of people have died.
They lost that's like 15% of their total.
Math.
Yeah.
And Joe.
Math. I mathed it. Yeah. Yeah, they're at 41,435 survivors is what their count is. So they've lost.
You know they're going the wrong way.
They're going
know
the
this?
wrong way.
There's a couple babies there too.
A couple. But
Yeah.
Can we set up a penthouse suite or something?
something needs to happen. You know, they were supposed to be on New Caprica, and they're fighting over unions, and they should just be getting it on.
They really should.
They should
Let's
be
get
banging it out.
Yes.
Kelly and the Chief banged it out
We-
twice.
we
We
need to-
know at least.
At
We
least
saw him
bang this
beat
out.
the crap out of her, and then she got pregnant.
Kelly had a there we go. We're
Banged it out twice.
doing our part.
We're doing our part. Everyone else needs to bang it out.
Tell the chief to grow a beard
Laura
and just start.
Roslin, I know you've had cancer. I know you've had treatments, and things may not work
take
the
a
way they
chance.
used to, but you got to try.
Take a chance.
Zarek, Adama. I don't care. Take your pick.
Maya, who had Hera, look, you have one baby, make another one.
She's dead though.
She is dead.
But do we know that she still
I
can't
don't.
have
I
babies?
don't. I don't think she can have babies when she's dead.
We don't know this unless
We don't
try.
know.
That's true.
Oh. That's that just got. Oh, I'm turning off this show. Oh, it went to a dark place.
I'm trying to save the human race.
You're doing whatever it takes.
Whoever it takes, apparently.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Gosh, this show is vile. I hate everything about this television or this
This
podcast.
television show. He said it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's my take, Nick.
I appreciate the conversation between Lee and Dee. I just connected the dots on that, Lee and Dee.
Yeah.
There was a nice conversation with Lee
in the second
struggling
episode.
with his conscience on that, and Dee.
Well, not even struggling with his conscience, but lying to himself,
yeah,
saying, "Oh, he'll be. We'll see him in 18
he'll be
hours."
back. He'll be back, and she's like, "Nah,
Nah, bro.
he gone.
You've already committed that he dead.
He dead. He dead. He long dead."
I think we all knew the Pegasus was going to come pop in there instead of rescue.
Right,
Yeah.
right, because we knew there couldn't be two Battlestars the whole show,
Didn't
right?
Right.
But didn't necessarily realize that the Pegasus was going to go boom this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it went boom big. Not a very good command for Lee. I mean, he didn't. He
It was a suicide mission. He knew that.
Where would you rank this in commands of Battlestars?
of Pegasus.
Pegasus alone.
He's probably the number one commander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because Kane was only the commander. Well, I mean, not only the commander. She was probably the commander of the Pegasus well before that, but it was 6 months when they reconnected, right? After the attacks. So she was the commander 6 months. He was the commander over a year because they flash forward. 16 months.
Yeah, 16 months.
16 months. He was the longest serving commander.
That we know of.
That we know of.
So-
the Pegasus.
Longevity, he wins.
Yeah.
And so also, that also means that he's had 16 months to break the culture of Kane.
All he needed to do was get Dan Campbell.
Bust those kneecaps.
Yep.
Like Sharon did.
I see what you did there.
She busted
She
those.
is going to be pissed when she finds out about
Dan
that
Campbell's
kid.
like, she can play for me anytime.
So was that the same Deanna that picks up the baby at the end? The kneecap busted one? Did she end up killing herself so she could
Download?
download into a new body?
I would assume so.
I would
It was- she
assume
limp-
so, 'cause I
don't
she
think
wasn't
she's walking.
limping.
I don't think she's walking
She's
very
not
well.
walking ever again,
Yeah.
probably. Right?
Yeah, I'd love that she kneecapped her.
That was pretty good.
I love a good kneecap.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Oh, and she tells her that Hera's still alive, and then she says the old man wouldn't lie to me.
I'm telling you, Boomer's gonna be pissed.
But he didn't. He doesn't
doesn't know.
Remember?
That
He
was
doesn't-
what I was
the
saying.
Only people who know are the doctor, Tori, and
I thought he was in the room.
And
And Rosalind.
and
right?
Rosalind. Those
Dude,
are
I think he was in the room.
no, he was not. He's out of the loop.
What
on this one.
episode? What episode was that?
I can't remember, but I know for sure he's out of the loop on this one.
I'm really.
Did you like that scene with the doctor?
Yeah. Oh, with
That's not-
Deanna and him,
Yeah.
That's not what I do.
and then she rubs the blood on him, and what? Oh my gosh!
I didn't think she made a lot of sense.
No, rubbing the
What do you-
blood. Yeah,
But I was like,
Hey, she's got a thing.
I mean,
but she was intimidating him, and he just
I don't
walked.
know. I don't know that she was.
I think the doctor.
She was trying to.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
like-
think he gave a shit.
Yeah, he was smoking like you.
Yeah.
He's like, you're ruining my smoke break, bitch.
But what would be the point? What would be the point in saving a Cylon? Why wouldn't you just if they're that badly damaged where you got blood all over the tent, you're covered in blood, just cap them because they're just gonna reboot. Because now
That's-
they don't have to suffer,
That's a point.
and their body's in perfect shape.
Let them suffer.
Let them die.
Thank you, Kirk.
Jim, they're dying. Let them die.
Let them die. Oh goodness. Anything else from Exodus?
If they die, they die.
Nice. I don't have anything else from Exodus.
I don't have any production notes really on this one. There's not a lot to find on it, which is kind of a bummer because it would be cool.
I'm a little disappointed with all the production notes on the show so far.
They've been really
Yeah.
lacking. And I bet you it's probably because the culture of Star Trek is very different. Star Trek, there's tons of interviews after the fact. There's a whole following for these, so there's a ton of interviews with these behind the
There's a
scenes.
following
folks.
for this stupid show.
There is.
A huge following. Like I sent you that list earlier this week that none of you guys read about where they rated the top shows according to
it's in the
whatever,
top,
and it's
yeah.
in the top shows.
I read it.
Yep, it is. It's the top.
I saw that Seinfeld was on there and Scrubs was not, and I was pleased. That's it.
There is some rankings in that.
Oh, let's go. Have some of the garbage.
Let's bring that in next week.
Okay,
That'll be a next week topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
No, some of this list was garbage because it's all new stuff. Come on,
mostly, yeah, it's mostly new stuff.
Which is kind of
recent bias.
tainted. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, let's go to ratings, ladies and gentlemen. We know Joe's going to rate them both the same because it's a
Yes.
part 1 and 2, but Rob doesn't typically do that. So let's start with Rob.
Give me a second.
Okay, I'll start, and I'm going to give you my ratings for both of them
Uh-oh.
because it's the same.
Okay.
Mine are both the same.
Tens.
Yes, this is a 10
A
for me.
10.
These are 10s for me.
Wow.
This is a fantastic closing. This is the stuff with Ellen is incredible. The stuff between Lee and Adama, the Battlestar dropping in, everything about it was just very good. We got a lot of conclusion on some stories. We've opened up new holes like where's Gaius going?
Hot.
What are
Yeah,
they doing?
we did.
Where's the baby going? What's going to happen with Ty now? The fleet is definitely probably fractured now because you've lost 6,000-7,000 people in a year and a half.
I hope everybody doesn't go back to their old look. I like the chief needs to grow the beard back.
Yes, he does.
Ty needs to keep his. Adama needs the mustache.
No.
Adama's mustache is gone. We already saw that. Keep the mullet though, but the mullet was gone at the end.
But I want him to regrow the mustache.
No, please, God, no.
I like the symbolism of him taking off the mustache.
I
though. Like,
appreciated
the-
it, but then I was like, can you just regrow it from now,
Yeah,
please?
exactly. He looked-
And then
he did look good with the
let's
mustache.
get Lee on a treadmill.
Lee does need a treadmill bad.
Wow.
He does.
Wow.
Look, I think what that
Wow.
showed. I think what that showed with Lee gaining the weight is not so much that he's soft, but like the
Stress.
weight of command, the weight of command, right?
Yep.
Like stress, man. Stress.
Very
eating.
punny.
Yeah, that's what it showed.
But I mean,
Being in charge is hard.
I'm not making fun of his size. I'm saying he obviously was not at the top of his game in any way, in command, physically, emotionally, and when he was keeping himself in check,
Yeah.
he was an asset to the fleet.
Mm-hmm.
He was a liability.
Yep. I agree. I agree.
I think I'm gonna go 8.5 for the first one.
Okay.
9 for the second one.
Okay.
But it makes me want to correct last week's to 9.5.
You really liked both of last week's?
No, the one I rated 9 last week.
You rated both of them a 9.
Crap, I gotta remember which one I wanted to do.
Occupation was the season opener. Precipice was the one where like they were involved more with the police.
I have to give it some thought because
Okay.
I thought those were better than these
Put 'em
overall.
Put them down for 9.5 for both last week.
9.5
Thanks.
for this week
No,
or last week. What do you got, Joe?
Oh, 3 for both.
do it.
No,
Do
9,
it.
9.5.
Do it.
9.5. 9.5.
Piss 'em off. Piss him off.
9.5er.
9.5er.
Did you guys remember the song 9.95 from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles soundtrack from 1990?
9.9. No.
I give it 9.95. Throw your body on the ground. Oh, we're going to listen to it now.
Never heard. No.
You didn't listen to that soundtrack? Oh, that was dope.
No, I would say I don't think I ever heard that. Was that in the It wasn't in the film.
I don't
was
know.
it?
I don't remember if it was in the. I don't think it was.
It sounds too upbeat
Yeah.
for that one. That sounds more like a Turtles 2 song.
No, it's in there first.
No, I'm not saying the way that you sang it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it would fit.
Because
in
at
the
the end,
vibe.
because at the end of the movie they say, I give it. They rate it a 9.95, and I think that's maybe a play on that.
I don't
that-
remember that. Well, don't do it now. Wait till
Oh,
after the episode ends.
We can't,
I'm-
we can't
I'm
air
out.
it. We
I'm
can't
out.
air it.
Yeah.
Huh?
We can't air it anyway.
Yeah, we can't ever. Anyway, I can search it. I can't hit play till we're done.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this lovely, fantastic
Welcome
episode.
to our new listeners if you've joined us from Comic Con.
And also, sorry.
Yeah. And if you've made it this far, congratulations.
Shame on you.
I say congratulations.
Yeah.
It shows resolve. It shows that you're not a quitter.
Well, yeah, if it's listened to us for a long time, same thing.
But
Yes.
folks, remember, follow us on Instagram at keeping_up_Cardassians, Twitter at CardassiansPod. You can find us on TikTok as well, YouTube for video. You know, you can contact us many ways. 734-844-0980.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey! But this was Nick,
This was Rob.
This is Joe.
and thanks for keeping up with us. Bye, all.